Well, I have got to get out. Well, I got to get. So I ain't hard to be humble. Why you so much trouble just ain't worth the pain. Ooh, ain't hard to be humble. Oh, how you know you want to make it right. Oh, but you don't know what you're doing. Rain has come down, it just might. Oh, wash away the pain. Well, I've got to get I've got to get away. Oh, it ain't hard to be humble. Why you when the world is tumbling down around you? Oh, so much trouble just ain't worth the pain. Oh, it ain't hard to be humble.
It's cold down here in the basement of my heart. It's cold down here. You better light the flame. You better let the fire start. Well, it's dark down here in the basement of my heart. It's dark down here. You gotta throw the switch, flash your lightning from the sparks. Let the fire start, lightning from the sparks, moonlight from the stars. You gotta make it happen. Lost in time and space. It's a cold and lonely, lonely place in the basement of my heart. It's night down here in the basement of It's night down here. Throw a rope around the moon, steal the moonlight from the stars. So lost down here in the basement of my heart. So lost down here. You gotta break me out. You gotta tear this place apart. Let the fire start. Lightning from the sparks. Moonlight from the stars. You gotta make it happen. Lost in time and space. It's a cold and lonely, lonely place in the basement of my heart. So cold down here. You better light the flame. Let the fire start. It's dark, so dark down here. It's dark down here. You gotta throw the switch. Let the fire start. Lightning from the sparks. Moonlight from the stars. You gotta make it happen. Lost in time and space. It's a cold and lonely, lonely place in the basement of my heart. Basement of my heart.
Well, good evening, folks. How you all doing? Welcome to the episode 8. It's the last episode in my Cooking Up the Blues live stream series here on my Facebook page. I've avoided playing it so far. I'm looking there, I'm looking here, I'm looking here. There's lots of places to look, but be aware I'm looking at you. Go tell my ride, she don't wanna know. Got a crazy notion, gonna make things grow. Something's gonna change, it's a gonna go. Get myself electric, give myself a trial. There's also the Holy Trinity of 1 green pepper, a stick of celery and an onion, passata, bay leaves, garlic, chicken stock and Cajun seasoning. First up, we melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a pan. Next, we add a litre of chicken stock. Well, this is going in, don't forget the upcoming Zoom concerts next Monday. Haha. Tablespoon of chopped flat leaf parsley. Give it another wee stir and cook it for about another 5 minutes, then serve. Songs. Let's play one. Oh, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. Sorry, I got the giggles. Now we're going to make pork chorizo and buttered bean casserole. Let's go. For this recipe, you're going to need a couple of tins of butter beans, some agave, flat leaf parsley, 600 grams or so of trimmed pork shoulder, 150 grams or so of cooking chorizo, chuck in the garlic, and about 75ml of white wine. Well, let's see. Cooking wine? Yeah. That looks about right. We drop more for good measure. Oh well, that's it. That's another of our winter favourites. And autumn and spring and probably summer as well. Anyway.
I'll find my way, but I'll leave it till tomorrow. I got things to say, I'll say them tomorrow. It's getting late, so I'll leave it till tomorrow. Dark clouds in the sky, but the sun will shine tomorrow. Find the light in my life, I'll find it tomorrow. Waste my day away and savor tomorrow. Leave it till tomorrow. All the time I need, it's waiting, it's waiting. All the time I need, it's waiting for me. Maybe I'll feel the same way tomorrow. Will my memories fade by tomorrow? My devil owns today, I'll get away tomorrow. Leave it till tomorrow. All the time I need, it's waiting, it's waiting. All the time I need, it's waiting. takes its time to heal. But as the scars, they start to fade, you know they're easier to conceal. Well, people come and people go. You're the one that I miss the most. Yeah. You came in on a breeze and you left in a storm, and I wish you had never gone. Well, people come and people go, but you're the one that I miss the most. Well, you came in on the breeze and you left in a storm, and how I wish you had never gone. You came in on a breeze and you left in a storm. But how I wish you had never gone.
You know, babe, I love you for myself. Well, I wouldn't mistreat you, baby. Well, I'd have never nobody else. Talking about my baby, talking about my baby, talking about my baby. I wish you could see mine. Well, I'm talking about my baby. Well, I'm talking about my baby. Well, I'm talking about my baby. I wish you could see mine. Every time she starts to love, every time she starts to love, you know that little girl in my brain, I start to the blind. You know I love better than I love myself. You know I love better than I love myself. You know I wouldn't mistreat her. I'd have clever no one else. Well, I wouldn't mistreat her. I'd have clever no one else. Talking about my baby, you know no one else. Talking about my baby, talking about my baby, you know no one else. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. no one else. Talking about my baby, talking about my baby, talking about my baby, no one else.
Something's been bothering me. I see now I'm bothering you. Said you keep your distance. Yeah, but now I can't avoid you. Your behavior's getting stranger, and your face is always mine. Tension is raising. If I was watching from the sideline, I'd say, open the pressure valve, let out a little steam. Open the pressure valve, all the things that get me. Something's gonna blow, and don't you know, if I was watching from the sideline, I'd say, open the pressure valve, let a little steam, open the pressure valve, all the things are getting me. Got me. There's a got me.
Oh, yeah. Wake up Sunday morning, whiskey stain on your breath. Welcome to Live Talking Blues. Now, listen, now who do you think this is? A combination of a sound that is blissfully rock, soulfully trimmed with heavy grooves and bluesy intentions, okay? Their songs and performances have been nominated for several British Blues Awards and an album voted top album of the year by Classic Rock. Now, they say this band will send you rocking out of your chair. That's our next guest. Would you please welcome Helen Turner and Ian Black of Born Heaters? Come on, the green room, guys. What's
Hi
happening?
there.
Hey,
hello. Hi.
Hi, Kat.
Hi, Kat.
Hi, honeys. Thanks for coming down or coming
That's okay.
around or coming in the virtual studio. Listen, we're gonna do this live one of these days. We're gonna. Can you imagine a live audience? You know, like Graham Norton, lick it up. Okay.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
definitely. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, we'll imagine that.
Thank you, guys. Listen, congratulations on your new album, huh? It came out
Thank
March. What was it?
you.
March 7th.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
What are you calling it?
Herbs, roots, barks, etc.
Interesting.
It is interesting. And you're going to ask, aren't you?
I got to. Can I not? I really
Okay.
have to.
You do have to, and that's fair enough. I've actually got a visual aid. Shall I show you?
Yes, please.
I'm trying not to unplug myself as I.
I know. Okay, you're doing okay. So far, so good.
So this is a
Oh,
jug.
Yeah. Let me
It's
put that on. Let me solo that screen so we can get a bigger look at it. There. Thanks,
Okay,
Betsy.
hang on. Right. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Got it. Yep.
So this bit here is the important bit, which
Okay.
is the net. Basically, it's a jug that we found in an antique shop in Kingston, and it's a real live jug. I was trying to do this, but that's just obviously had a sarsaparilla in it at one point, and
Yes.
was a blood tonic, we call it, and
Sort of herbal
a herbal remedy,
kinda
right?
snake oil or
We
something.
just thought it
Exactly.
was a cool jug that we've got for our own house, and
Uh-huh.
we quite like the idea that it has all these ingredients in it, and it becomes
Yes.
something something helpful, something better, than the ingredients put together.
Yeah, but also all the ingredients mishmashed up sort of thing.
Yeah. So, and it becomes sarsaparilla, which
Oh
I
my
think is
goodness.
a kind of crazy drink. But it was a real drink apparently, and it says 1930.
Oh God, yeah. Where I
And
come
it's-
from, you hear. I mean, if you listen to all the old Western movies, can I have a glass of sarsaparilla?
Sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
They talk about that, I know. So it obviously existed in Britain as well, and it's a jug from 1930s. So we just thought it was
1930s.
quite funny and like
Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And so, is that like going to come on the road with you or something, or you've kind
yeah.
of featured on the
It's-
stage or something, isn't it?
It might even have its own spot on stage. Yeah.
I think you know what? If you look it up, I think they whistle on those jugs as well,
Yeah.
Yes.
don't they?
Yeah.
They make
What,
music
is it
out
on
of
those
them.
jugs that they do the
Yeah.
jug band
I
thing?
think it
Yeah.
is. I think it
Oh,
is.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah.
try that.
Like blowing in a bottle and you get the sound across
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
We've
You
not
might have
done that.
Yeah, man. I used to use one of those old washboards, like an old lady in Oklahoma gave me a washboard. It still had the soap on the back of it. You know what I mean? From like this lye soap or something.
Yeah.
And oh man, it's great. And people love it as well. Little bits. I mean, that brings blues, doesn't it? It brings the roots to the stage and to the people.
Yeah.
and I think-
that was the idea,
I
really.
mean, we were talking about this as a band. I think the sound of the band, it's kind of, we're a blues band, a blues rock band, but really we've got lots of different influences. So
Ingredients.
So it
Ingredients. There you go.
it seemed to fit. So
Seem to fit. So
Fantastic. So
that's
you're
what
gonna.
it's called that.
Thank you very much for that visual aid. I think it is a
You
first.
know, see?
I think it's really a first. I appreciate that. Now, this is your first album since Till the Dawn in 2016, huh?
Yeah.
And you've been through a few changes. And what you've been doing? You've been writing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
That's one of the things we've been doing.
Yeah,
yeah, we-
changing band members and
we
growing,
changed
basically.
drummers. Yeah, so
Yeah.
our first drummer, Andy, we'd been friends with him for a long time. We'd played in bands with him previously. And he started Born Healer with us, with me and Helen. And then we found bass player Marek Funkus. And that was the band for about 3 years.
3 years. So
But then Andy had other commitments in life and he decided he was going to stop. And he gave us plenty notice, and we looked for a new drummer, and we found Steve Weaver, who's our new drummer. Well, he's been with us for 3 years. So each drummer's been in for three years.
Yeah, and we'd actually just before Andy left, we just decided to start doing proper recording for the new album. And so we recorded bits and pieces with Andy, and then Andy left, and then Steve joined, and we were just getting them all up to speed and ready to rock the world. And then there was a pandemic.
Oh, that thing. Yes.
That thing. And we thought, and then so by the time
it was like that, wasn't it?
It was totally like that. And I know that loads of bands just didn't know where to go when we couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But basically the reason that we were in the middle, we just started recording the album, and then the pandemic hit us all.
Yeah.
And then we just decided, because so much time had passed, so much time had elapsed, that we would start from scratch again, because it seemed sensible. So we started from scratch. And so that's why it's taken a bit of time to get it all together,
I mean,
but that's
2.5 years or so. I mean, we're 2 years, 2 and a bit years anyway. That's just kind of null and void, isn't it? Really, you know what I mean? So
time stood still in many ways, but in some ways it didn't.
In some ways there was because we were all separated. We kind of started to learn a bit more about recording on computer and emailing parts to each other, which I'm sure lots of musicians did, because it was the only way you could communicate with each other.
Yeah.
So we started writing like that and sending ideas back and forth.
Interesting.
So it kept going during it. And then by the time we came to record it, we'd all kind of developed new recording skills. So we decided to record as much of it ourselves as we could. And
so
that was great. It was good fun. It ended up meant the whole thing took a bit longer than it might have done, but we got what we wanted out of it, so that was good.
Yes, it's absolutely brilliant. Some great stuff there, I tell you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys, can I take you back a little bit? I know. I want to go back just to when you guys first met, because I believe it was quite serendipitous, wasn't it? I would like to describe it as.
Who, us two?
You two, yes. When you first met, I mean, Ian, you were looking for a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so we're both from Scotland, but we met in London.
Are you still there?
No, we're in London.
Yes, I thought. I wasn't quite sure yet.
Yeah,
no,
we've been in London for a long time.
A long time.
Yeah, so it was just I'd been in a band in London, and that split up, and then I decided to start a new band, and I advertised for a singer to start that band. And Helen had recently moved to London to get into music, and so she answered the advert. And
but the thing about it was, as a wee Scottish lassie coming to London to get in a band, you've got all this kind of what will they be like? What will it, what kind of crazy person will I meet and stuff like that. I'm sure you felt the same, Kat, and people don't, you just don't know who's out there, but you have to give it a go. Anyway, so we kind of met, and it turned out that Ian was at school with basically my best friends.
No way.
Yes,
that's crazy.
And even the person who kind of encouraged me to ring up and get go for an audition was this person. So she's called Ruth.
That's
and
amazing.
So I know. So she said, no, you got to go. So I went along to this person who I didn't know who he was.
This
obviously. This person.
Hello.
And I came back, and Ruth's like, how did it go? And I said, well, it went quite well. I think you know him. He was at school with you. And she's like, what? So that was crazy. So if nothing else, it just let me know that he wasn't a crazy nutter.
Well, that's it. And you had similar musical tastes as well. You like the same similar people as well.
Definitely.
I mean, that's what took you to, that's one of the reasons why you said, I'll go and have a look, because they said, anyway, can't be that bad if they like the same kind of music I like, isn't it? Or
Definitely.
that
Well,
nature,
yeah, our musical taste was very similar, and that was what drew me to the ad in the first place. It was
Yeah.
influences of The Cult, Free, and Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, I love all of those. I think
Yeah.
I think the Cult must be one of my top lists though. I really miss them for some reason, you
Well,
know.
they're touring again, I think.
Are
So
they?
I believe they're touring in America at the moment, so they'll probably come over here at one point. So
She sells Sanctuary. Yes.
definitely.
Oh man, yeah. Don't let me get excited. Listen, I'm gonna have to check them out for sure, and you guys. So, did Helen? Did you study music in Scotland as a child, like piano or violin or something?
Yeah, I did actually play the piano as a very young child, and I gave up
Yeah.
when I was 9.
Oh yeah.
I kicked myself for doing it, but I was 9 and I wanted to go out and play with my friends rather than
Same here.
practice.
I had
Did
an
you?
organ. I had an organ. I'm just like, it just sat there. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I know.
I've been
And
learning guitar for 20 years from there.
It's awful, and
Yeah.
I could read music and everything, and my parents said, "You'll regret this," and I said, "No, I
Oh
won't." But
no, I
I
know, but
do.
they can't. I mean, but I did feel sorry for some of the kids on the block who had to sit there and couldn't go out to play, and they just sit there like that, and they're not very happy adults either. You know what I mean?
No, that was me, and I did that up until an age, and I'm not saying I was forced to do it because I wasn't.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I knew what I was missing, and so I gave it up.
yeah. How'd you pick up the guitar, Ian? Was that your
Well,
first instrument?
well, I did a bit of piano as well when I was really
you?
young, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think I started when I was 4, and I'd given up by the time I was 6.
Mm.
But I think for a lot of people our age, seeing Top of the Pops on the telly in the 70s, it was massive, and I just wanted to be doing that. So, but there wasn't much music in our house at all. So
None of your family played at all, or did
no,
they not have records? Or
they didn't have many
Not
records.
much, no.
My mum played a bit of piano and sang in the choir at church.
yeah,
It was a bit churchy,
yeah, I understand.
but they didn't like pop music in our house.
Yeah.
So I got a job and I saved up and I went and bought my first guitar, and then got into a band with friends at school who were doing
What's
the
your
same thing.
family
I think
say?
that
Did
age
your parents did they put you on restriction, your parents, or you had to sneak out or something?
No, once I got the guitar, they were quite happy to give me lifts around to
Cool.
friends' house to
Oh,
do
that's
the
pretty
meet up.
sweet.
Yeah, it was so it was all right in the end.
It was all right in the end.
I know when my dad, I mean, if you know blues, the history of blues, it's like the devil's music, they call it, isn't it? You know, the people that were really the African Americans that were the church and secular music. And my dad told me a story once, and my dad comes from a small place in Oklahoma called, it's near Cane Creek and called Boynton, in the county of Boynton. And my dad says he really wanted to be an actor, you know. I mean, but in 1936, for a man in the middle of nowhere, you know what I mean? It was kind of weird. But they had a guitar, and my grandpa made them like, get that thing out of here, kind of. And he really regretted it. But bless him. Back in 1936, for an African American man, it was difficult unless you came from Chicago, maybe, or something. You know what I mean? The big city, but you're just picking cotton, basically. But so I'm doing it, Dad.
You're doing it
well,
fine. Yeah, well done.
I get that for sure. It's in the genes, isn't it?
In the genes, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the genes. Oh yeah, he's such a ham. You know what I mean? And we won't go there. So listen, your name is it has connotations of like bluesiness, and it has a connotation of mojo in there. You know, it's even a snake oil. It conjures all this kind of imagery.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting how did you come about it? I mean, how does it born healer? I'm trying to think now, how could that work?
I know it's a good question. People have asked us if we're very, very into God or very spiritual, and
Well, in the United States, they probably think you were, you know what I mean? When you tour the States, just watch, you're really gonna get it, you know.
But we're not, and there's no religious aspect to it. But we're all into the idea of being, what's the word? Being spiritual in our own way.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
music can be healing, can't it? So
it does heal.
It makes you feel better. It kind of
absolutely
helps you out if you're feeling down.
Yeah, and we kind of just thought it was a nice name, and then funnily enough, after we had decided on it, and we were reading an interview, not an interview,
concert
our
review.
concert review of years and years back, and it was a festival that James Taylor had played at, and amongst others. And the journalist had said, "Oh, and then the born healer James Taylor came on stage."
Really? The
And
born healer.
the born healer, presumably they were referring to his style, his voice, how soothing he is, and all that. And
it is soothing, yeah.
And we just thought, oh, so he's a born healer, is he? So that's fine with us. So that kind of worked for us.
It stayed with you. We're gonna get you to play a live song, but before that, I want to, let's do that now, shall we? Since we're speaking of healing and music being healing, let's. Can you play us a song and let us kind of soothe a bit? Yeah, and I'm gonna move on to one of your videos after that, but I'd love to hear what you guys got going on over there. Okay. Where are you in London? Are you south, north, east, west?
You're southwest.
Southwest. Okay.
Yeah, southwest London. So Kingston, if that means to you. Okay, here goes.
What's this called?
Oh, sorry. This is called Grieving, and it is on the new album.
On the new album, okay.
Yeah, stripped down version because it's just half of it. You ain't gonna like this. I got my bag already packed. I don't know just where I'm going to. Yeah, but I sure ain't looking back. No. 'Cause I'm grieving, baby. Grieving for what has gone. I'm grieving, baby. All this was such a happy home. I'm sure I had some good times, but sometimes memories ain't so sweet. Yeah, if I was to stay here with you, I would never be complete. You know, I could wake up on the hillside, yeah, with a river in my feet, yeah, flowing out to who knows where. Oh, running free and running deep. Yeah. I'm grieving, baby. Grieving for what is gone. Yeah. Grieving, baby. You know this was such a happy. Yeah, I'm grieving, baby. I'm grieving. I'm leaving, baby. Oh, this was such a happy home. Oh, this was a happy home. Yeah.
this was but such a happy home. Oh, this was such a happy
Yes, absolutely. Grieving from Boyne Heater off their herbs, roots, barks, etc., etc.,
Etc. Many etceteras.
album. Do you guys ever go out as a duo, or did you in the past?
We have in emergency situations.
In emergency, yeah. No, we not as a proper act, just because certain people can turn up on certain occasions. But that's
but your sound is a 4-piece, or possibly even 5-piece, and you're gonna put any keys in there or something.
Yeah, we may do one time. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nice one. Sounds beautiful as a duo. I mean, you guys really complement each other.
Thank you.
Listen, this song is the video I want to play is it's very, I want to say, emotionally haunting, this song, which is the title of your first album. Till Dawn.
Till the Dawn. Yeah.
Till the Dawn. Yes, yeah. Till the Dawn, excuse me.
Sorry.
And Patsy, let's put that video up first, and then we'll have a little chat about it. Let's have a look at that.
Like a tomcat out of the night, but I will be lying if I said I didn't care. I will wait up till the dawn. Right home. I will wait up till the morning. But if you are late, I'll be gone. Well, my heart is so hardened. Just like the diamond that you promised me. Yeah, but I'm your promises. You would never keep. I will wait up till the dawn. And you have till then to come right home.
I'm telling you, I had to listen to the whole thing. You know, it's so beautiful.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
One of my favorite singers, two of my favorite singers, you remind me of, like with your presence, your energy on stage, and your voice. I know it's not good to compare, but sometimes we like to do that so we can kind of get in our little, put it in a little box in our head,
Yeah.
our little head box, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
And it's so nice because I love both of these women. Like your stage presence to me is very quite like Stevie Nicks, and your vocal, the punch that those vocals send you. Damn, girl, that's Maggie Bell all over for me.
Oh, wow.
who
Thank
I,
you.
who I
On both
discovered
counts.
when I was in Australia. You know what I mean? So I really got some great memories about both of those women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's
Did you ever study vocals or anything like that, or you just got it naturally? Look at you. So blessed.
Okay, so no, I haven't studied vocals at all.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
so
I have-
natural, isn't it?
Thank
Amazing.
you. I guess, but then, you know, I have had, if I'm honest, I have had lessons. Now that sounds like studying, but there was a very short period in my time, quite a while ago, where I felt I ought to go for lessons. And, you know, you're a singer as well, Kat, and this particular teacher didn't teach me anything. I'm not saying I couldn't have benefited from someone else. I probably could have. But this
Yeah.
particular person didn't teach me anything, so I stopped going. So I don't want to say I didn't go to lessons because somebody could hold up a piece of paper and say, yes, you did, you're a complete liar. And
Yeah,
so
no,
I did go,
I get
but
you,
I don't
yeah.
think I learned anything.
I got you, yeah. And sometimes it's good. Sometimes if you can just, I know when you're having tours and stuff like that, it's a lot on the voice. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So you have to know, and you've learned. Obviously, after you've been singing for a while, I guess you do learn little recipes that help you to keep on top of it, isn't it?
And also, I think if you ever go to a party at Helen's family's house,
Which you might do wonder, you never
the
know.
singing starts. The singing
Oh.
starts. The
Oh,
evening always ends with a
wow.
sing song.
Oh
So
my God,
Helen did that all
yeah.
their life, so that's really
We're
nice.
quite a singy bunch, you know.
Okay, well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and say, just send the invitation over this way, okay? Because I will be there. Telling you, man, I love a
they'd
good
love
party.
you.
I love a good family party. You know, that's what I was raised on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can imagine. It's the same the world over, isn't it?
It's cool, isn't it?
Families like to get together and perhaps have a drink or two and a bit of a sing song and
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah. We'll go there. Now that's a beautiful song, "Till the Dawn." And
Thank you.
how did you come about those lyrics? Because they're very interesting, and you can see it. You know.
Yeah,
I love that.
Ian wrote the lyrics to that, so you go.
Yeah,
for it.
you write most of the lyrics, don't you, Ian?
Yeah. So that the phrase "till the dawn" really came about because there were two things happened in our life around the same time where I heard about people who had stayed up all night in the hope of, well, in both cases, it was people who believed that if they stayed up all night, somebody had passed away, and they thought if they stay up, they might get a message from that person. So it was a very spiritual thing, and it was two different situations. One person was really spiritual, and the other person was the opposite. And actually wanted to find out if there was no afterlife. Anyway, so the phrase really stuck with me, and then but I didn't want to write it as anything too morbid. So
no, I was never going to sing a song about waiting for a ghost to turn up. I just wasn't going to do that, you know.
So we did it about. I mean, we did it about a cheating husband or the suspicion of a cheating husband or partner. But I think the mood of it was already quite. It was already quite
a late night,
moody, quite a late night thing, yeah. And it was one of these songs that, when you're making an album, you might think what the best song is going to be in the album, you might know what the title of the album is going to be, but only once you've recorded them do you hear what they actually sound like, and sometimes they can come out quite special. And when we finished recording that album, we thought that song seemed to have
it kind of stood out.
Stood out. So that's why we called the album that. That was a last minute decision.
Beautiful. Are you going to play that on this next leg of tours, like with your new album? You're going to still include that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. We like playing it, and people like hearing it if they know
It's
us already. So
it's a real phone. Well, not lighter anymore, but it's a real phone.
Yeah.
a phone
line.
moment. Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice idea. I like that idea.
Yeah. I can see it. I can really see it. Watch.
And some swaying arms as well.
And exactly. You know, let's see now. Why don't you play us another one of your songs and tell me the name of it, please?
Okay. Thank you. So we're going to play These
Thank
Blues
you.
from the new album.
What's it called?
These Blues from the new album.
These Blues, yeah, that's right.
Again, another stripped down version. And I hope it still sounds okay because you've just twiddled a knob there. So
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Cool. Thank you.
It's the vocal. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Let's have a listen. Guitar sounds great as well. This is all new technology for us. You know what I mean? It's the last couple of years.
Well, you know, I've been around the world collecting troubles like souvenirs, and there was too many tears. Yeah, there was too many tears. So these blues, yeah, they're not for you. Yeah, they're not for you. They're for no one. They're for no one. No one but me. Too many years. I wanna come home. I know that it's wrong. Oh, I've been away too long. Yeah. Don't you know I've been away too long? So these blues, they're not for you. Yeah. These blues, they're not for you. Yeah. Don't you know they're for no one? They're for no one. Not for me. Yeah. So if you know someone, yeah, who's hurting the same inside and trying to hide their pain, oh, please give me the name. Oh, please give me the name. Yeah. Cause these blues, don't you know, they're not for you. Yeah. These blues, yeah, they're not for you. They're for no one. They're for no one. They're for no one. All these blues, they're not for you. Yeah, you know they're not for him. They're not for him. They're not for them. They're not for you. Don't you know they're for no one? They're for no one. Not for me. Not but me. Yeah, they're for no one. Yeah, they're for no one but me. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't speak. I can't say nothing.
Oh.
I'm seriously, I'm speechless. For once, I'm speechless.
in a good way.
Yes, I'm sorry. Of course. Yes, of course. I mean, that's amazing.
Thank
And
you.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
like, you know what? She's singing my song. That's
Oh,
what
great.
Because
Yeah.
who was that who said Muddy Waters or someone like that said like blues is it's what is it's from the heart. What is that? Kind of
Yeah.
difficult right now. It's not like how it's not what you sing, it's how you sing it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That kind of little quote. I can't remember
Mm.
how it goes now. And that song, you own that song big time, man. Big time. I can't wait to come to your gig because that was lovely. You guys like that? Listen, what's your website, darling?
It's bornhealer.com. We're quite simple.
Yeah, Born Healer.
Born Healer. But you know, I just need to say I'm really glad that you put some other videos on of us being a bit happier because it just us two songs, you know, all sounds a bit.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it really,
You know.
I get that, but it really, I mean, it's stripped down and it really shows what you can do and how you can deliver such a quiet, such a deep song on a platform like this, and you can feel it and it cuts through. So if it cuts through these virtual ethos, like ethers or whatever you call it, wait till you get and hear it live in the room. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's all right.
Thanks for that. Yeah,
if
but
it goes through this thing through a Canon camera, you know it's going to go through on the stage live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you for that. You know, when we've got Marek and Steve with us, we do have a bit more fun on, you know, it sounds a bit more jolly.
Yeah, no, it don't have to always be because I'm kind of in the mood, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. No, totally
I'm in the mood for that. So, and I know you guys love it too. So go ahead to bornhealer.com and get a ticket to where you're going to see them next or pick up an album. Are you going to put this album on vinyl or anything? Are you going to, or CDs, this new album?
It's on CD, and it's online. It's on Spotify and everything, Apple and everything. If there's enough demand for it, we might think about putting it on vinyl. We'd all love to put it on vinyl.
Yeah, people have asked us about that already.
Yeah,
and I kind of say, well, you never know because it's not, you know, it's not that we won't do it. We've got it on CD for sure, but we might put it on.
I think each of us in the band would love to have a vinyl copy as well. So
there's
4 sales straight.
I'd love to have a 45, an A and B side 45 of the two songs you guys just played today.
Great, thank you.
That would be my thing. I don't know what the costs are like on vinyls these days, but it is worth looking into, I think, because it's kind of it's a niche market right now, isn't it?
I know, and there's some. It's interesting now. I mean, putting new stuff out there because some people really still want a CD. Some people don't want a CD. They're not interested. They want Spotify and all of that. Some people want vinyl, you know, so it is tricky to please everybody. And I'm sure we haven't, but you know, we might do.
Well, let's see. Well, let's I'm going to carry on. I'm going to go back a little bit because I know we're talking about the new album, but I want to go back and I want to talk about a song you wrote in 2016 on your first album, Pressure Valve. I want to show that video and what was it like? That's a real punchy kind of song as well, isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
you wrote that one as well, Ian, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. I think I had a version of it, and we tried it in the rehearsal, and it didn't really work, and we were kind of trying different things, and then Marek started that bass line.
Oh yeah,
and it's really groovy, and we just thought,
really
wow, why don't we use that for it? And we just sat the song on top of that bass line, and it suddenly just worked. You know, you just can't tell.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to say that, you know, Ian does have the sort of creative spark for nearly all the songs, but and he you know, he does create full songs, but then myself, but mainly Marek and Steve put so much into it with their bits and basses and drums and they don't just stick to those places to have their ideas. You know, they have ideas about everything, and
that's
so
great.
It becomes much more of a band.
The songs would not work and would never reach the light of day if it wasn't for all 4 of us inputting.
Exactly.
So it's really great, and it's great if all 4 input. Then everybody feels that a relationship to the song and everything.
Yeah, you all conceived it. Yeah,
exactly.
Definitely,
yeah.
That's important. I believe that's important. Patsy, let's have a look at the pressure valve, can we? That would be really nice to see that. And I won't keep you guys much longer.
No worries.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Something's been bothering me. I see now I'm bothering you. Said you keep your distance. Yeah, but now I can't avoid you. Your behavior's getting stranger, and your face is always in mine. Tension is raising. If I was watching from the sideline, I'd say, open the pressure valve, let out a little steam. Open the pressure valve, all the things that got me. In a bad dream, patience is leaving the building, and the fuses are out of time. Something's gonna blow, and don't you know? If I was watching from the sideline, I'd say, open the pressure valve. Pressure valve, all the things I felt to get me. Ooh, things that got me. Things that get me.
Groovy. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Bornheater.com. Don't you forget it. Well done. That's so groovy.
you. Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun. So listen, before I let you go, I just want to get your opinion on this thing about, because I know you guys were like the rest of everyone else in the lockdown. And
Yeah.
so what do you think about the music scene now after the after the closure of the industry for so long? Do you think it's starting to recover? Are you guys getting on the road okay, or are things coming in?
Yeah.
I know we're playing at a gig together, you know that.
Yeah, are we doing Upton together, Kat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
saw that.
We'll see
yeah,
you there.
that's amazing. I think are you on the Friday?
I have to look.
We are. So, but
Okay.
we're going to stay all weekend.
Okay, cool.
So wherever you are, we'll come and find you.
Yeah.
I think though the industry's kind of it's struggling a bit to recover, isn't it? There's
I think gigs are coming around again,
Yeah.
which is great. But I think people are not coming out as much.
I
think
see, yeah.
all the promoters that we've talked to have kind of said, yes, they're still putting on gigs, but the audiences aren't quite up to where they were before. Hopefully that'll
all
and
change.
that's across the board, I think. So
Yeah,
hopefully
maybe with the good weather or something like that, they'll feel a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Maybe when the
that's
summer
true.
comes.
It has been hard because they've hit us with a few rises in living, you know what I mean? So I guess people that as well. People aren't really trying to get out. People, you know, it's just going to take some time. I mean, they're just hitting us left, right. It's like we're getting all these double punches. It's like,
yeah,
definitely. And I
like,
think
oh God,
people are possibly still, still scared and wary of being in close venues, all kind of close together with people. So maybe the outdoors venues that we might be playing and you're playing, that might be a better option.
Yeah.
People might want to come out and sit on the grass and keep their distance, sort of thing. Hopefully.
Let's hope so. Well,
yeah.
I want to thank you too for giving us your time, and it's been so enjoyable.
It's been really nice. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you so much for having us.
Great to meet you, Kat.
And
thank you. Nice to meet you as well. Let's say hello to Patsy before you go.
Okay.
Patsy, thank you.
Hi, Patsy.
Hey,
Thank you, Patsy. Thanks for the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sorted it out. So we're going to finish up with Forgot to Forgive. And then we'll go into the intro. And then maybe I'll see you guys back in the green room. I'll be here for another 5 or 10 minutes after you're out of shot and stuff. So if you got anything you want to deliver or anything I need to tell you afterwards, stick about and I'll talk to you.
Yeah, we'll hang around. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thanks
really
for coming.
appreciate it.
Give it up for Born Healer. Yes.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, great. Thank you, Patsy. Why don't you put that video on? I'll see you guys in a minute.